Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 The Great War with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and the Sublime Ottoman Empire. So, things are fun. The previous episode ended with the Balkan League declaring war on us, and I sort of floundered and wanted to see how we're gonna perform, and we're performing well enough anyway to hold the line, which is the important part for us. The general plan right now is to go ahead and start importing large quantities of German infantry equipment, which will allow us to start turning some of these reserves into full-blown soldiers, which we can then use as reinforcements for the line, which will hopefully push it in our favor. We managed to get a decent stockpile of artillery and howitzers, which will allow us to turn some of the units that we want to have eventually into strike units. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough for us to actually turn the tide. We're leading two offensives, one over here in Yambol, which is doing good so far. I'm kind of surprised about that. And we're leading an offensive into the Montenegro Mountains. Now, this one might seem stupid, but I just want to get rid of it. Even though it's the hardest terrain, I want to get rid of it as fast as possible, because that means we can actually forget about it and start moving our troops elsewhere. We're probably going to lead an offensive against Bulgaria first, but we need to break them here as the first step. So, what we need to do, however, we have a place here where they are attacking us and we do not have enough strength to repel them. So I'll need to pull some reserves from various places to make sure that, we can hold it. We have definitely a unit here which we can take, and I think we have a unit here we can take. So these two divisions are going to be sent over here as reinforcements. And we're going to put them into this place, because this is the most contested area. We're also having struggles here, but because it's in the mountains and we're pulling in more troops here, it's going to be fine. And I'm also going to start pulling you guys as the reservists from here and putting you... where? I guess the Rach might be a good place, because that's sort of in the middle. And actually, no, let's put you in Salonik. That's more centrally located. Where are you? Did I just... Alright guys, hold on. Let's just leave the cavalry there, which is exactly what I did. You look at that. Send you here into Salonik. And we'll start turning these units into regular infantry, which again requires infantry equipment, but we're gonna get 1,000 units from here, and in 3 days we are going to get more. Now, paying our debt on this one we're gonna do later. We don't want these at this point, but the ones that we want to be alerted about is the infantry equipment. Nothing here at this point. Okay, I like this. This is basically giving us various bonuses and penalties. Bonus Suez Canal. Annex Balda. Or propaganda, we don't really need that. Factory conversions. Not really anything of this. Not really anything of this. And prospecting for resources. So what else are you telling me that we can do? Ittihadist headquarters. Political power, base stability, political cost. Right on the Sublime ports. What is this one? The Kingdom of Serbia does not exist. War stability. IT becomes the ruling party. Ever the Ittihadist coup. Alright, we're having issues here, but we don't really want the democracy to go ahead and... But this hates everyone. And this is the issue. Liberal propaganda... placate the army. 20 we get army experience, war support, negotiate with moderate. This ad for today is the raid on the sublime ports. Etihad is cool, but aren't we? That's the thing. Will that bypass this one? Oh no, that's you. This the Shikoshiku. Okay, so we're having number of people pitted against themselves. Alright, let's ignore this one for now. We don't really need it at this point. And we just need scrap the city of Dam. We don't want that either. Alright, we want to import weapons, we want to hold our troops accountable, we want to make sure that everything goes our way. Alright, we're also going to add an additional unit into this fight, because the fact that we are, not doing so good in here is really making me mad. But the issue is mostly because we are frankly not strong enough. And again, I know that fighting over mountainous region in the middle of nowhere is not the best way how to spend our October. Still, I think it is worth to free the troops from here and put them elsewhere. I would really like it if I could turn some of you into strike units, because that would make it so much easier for us to attack. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. But once we get this, we can continue with the attack on you guys. Alright, I launched another attack. So we're gonna reinforce this area. We need to push this unit back. Once that happens, we have pretty much won. But I feel like we need at least one more unit here to strike. Okay, how are we doing on this? 2 more days. We really need those weapons, man. Alright, they can throw away their lives here if they want to. I'm not gonna object to that. Alright, so here you are. I didn't really give you a battle plan, but I'm not gonna do that either now. Alright, so does this make any difference? Oh yes, that makes all of the difference that we need. Awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, so we're sending reinforcements. And God knows we'll need them. Alright, so this is exactly what we wanted. Because this will... Yes, this will go really well. Alright, our units... Our potential future reinforcements are coming. Alright, we finished the purchase. Now let's get... Yeah, we cannot wait for this one. Unfortunately, we need to get it right now, because every piece of equipment that we get will be enough. And we can do a large debt payment as well to get rid of that. Yeah, I have a high planning bonuses, which is screwing with us. But we'll be able to reinforce very soon. We'll need these guys just to rest a little bit. And then it's gonna be fine. So this is going well. This is finally going well. Alright, we'll need to keep an eye on it though, because they're gonna be doing stuff like this. We really do not care for your close quarter combat. What we really need to happen here is a massive push that is going to put them out. The moment they get us into a close quarter, we're pulling out, because that's not gonna work. Then for some time we are going to fight with just you. Sacrifice your readiness for our main units resting. And for the main units actually planning, and then we're gonna do another strike. Alright, so the moment this goes, I'm surprised how well this combat is going. That one is really in our favor. Alright, you guys need to rest. Alright, 46. We're gonna start seeing units dropping out, but that's fine. We got enough equipment to reinforce them, we got enough equipment to do everything else that we need. Alright, building a civilian factory, that's also fine. Industrial concern. Okay, so how's it looking here? We reinforced. The game still thinks that we're losing, but we have another unit that's available for reinforcement, and these are mountains, right? Yeah, so you could potentially hold it if we need you to. Okay, 44. Alright, now let's stop this and have just you attack so that they do not rest. While the rest of our units reinforce and recover and get a little bit of that planning bonus if they can. How fast are you bleeding out, organization? Not fast enough. They are gaining it much faster than you are, so that's good. I'm willing to exchange a little bit for that. Alright, that's looking good, that's looking good, that's looking good. How about we get at least a little bit? Yeah, they're getting a little bit of the planning bonus. You have 20.27, that's good. Oh, you're actually winning on your own, huh? Oh, nice. So let's give them one more day. And then we're gonna go with entrenchment. 2%. %. Oh, no. War for the Balkans. Balkan League started a war against our nation. They are once removed. I really have to offer my services for proofreading this. They want to remove Turks from the Balkans. Their invasion of the sublime Ottoman state will not stay unpunished. Allah is with us. The enemy shall be defeated. An Albanian declaration of independence. Oh, hello. The Albanians, who have been fiercely rebellious since the beginning of the century, declared their independence when the war caused us to lose the Balkans. However, the Balkan League does not seem to be too happy about this either, and they don't have effective control over their claimed borders. Alright, we'll just move the troops there and invade or block them with the units that we gained before choosing anything here. Alright, we can launch this again, and this time with way more ferocity. And I ought to do it, because they do not have effective power. Okay, so we're turning this combat around. This one is going well. I'm a little bit worried about this mountain fight, but I really think that will be good here. Come on, guys, go. You are going to create a new division. No. What are you doing? You are not going anywhere. That's why I actually did this, to give you a new commander. You need Jevad Pasha, sure. He's a desert fox, which doesn't really help much, but... What the... What the hell are you guys doing? Stop. Man, I hate this game sometimes. Alright, something changed here, but that doesn't really bother us that much for the 6.4. For the 6.3, yeah, they're gone. So, we're gonna take Montenegro. The victory here is almost assured. This one, though, is an issue. I would like it if I could pull some troops out of there. But the combat line now seems okay, so let's just send in one more unit. So guys, get in there. I don't think they have any army at all, do they? They have 2 divisions, alright. So get there. Let's just make sure we will be able to deal with them. Alright, this is another one of those stupid bridge incidents. No, that... Snap, that was the wrong unit. These guys. Second Kovordu, our best fighters. Best unit. How far are we? 7 days, alright. Not close enough at all. But yeah, this is finally happening. Did they just restart this combat? They did! Alright. Cool. Have them. Because that means they finally realized they're not gonna defeat us, and here we're also winning. Alright. So the line is holding. That's all that we need to see. Because if the line is holding, the next step is for us to actually move ahead and win. National focus completed. The German Ottoman arms deal. That is amazing. And that is actually the prerequisite for the German bailout, but we're not gonna take that one now. Import German advisors. Oh, that would actually help us. Division organization. Ottoman-Bulgarian alliance. Alright, we need to have the First Balkan War ended. But at this point, we are gonna go to Arkani Harbiya reforms. Fearing a coup against this autocratic rule, the former Sultan Abdul Hamid II left our army and the navy intentionally weak. We must rehabilitate our military at once, otherwise we won't survive another major war like the disaster of 1877 through 1878. So how are we doing on infantry equipment now? We're missing a little bit of it, and we're importing some. And we can do the British... No, it's the French investment in Syria. Alright. Did that affect anything? No, it didn't. Alright, they're pulling us into these bridge antics of theirs, and I'm really not happy about that. We need to keep the pressure as high as possible. And the bridge again. This is really unfortunate. I mean, there is a river there which causes a lot of issues, but what can we do? Alright, victory is almost assured. Not exactly here, but I can send in reinforcements, and this one... Alright, I can do this, which will push them out of that combat as well. Alright, I'll instant to get to where they go. Alright, the review. So, another bridge, right? Another bridge, of course. This is really irking me, but step by step we are getting where we need. Alright. Combat here, combat here, combat here. Everything is fine. This one we are struggling with. I do have prepared reinforcements here though. This one weirdly... Alright, they just have so many units against us that it's not an issue, but this one is working fine. This one is alright, and we're gonna go after them here. Just attack them. No bridge this time. Surprising. Holding, holding, holding. This one is a struggle. Struggle in the mountains. Struggle in the hills. So the hills we are reinforcing, and this area is well within our control. Alright, I got one unit here. I think we'll be able to deal with that. Do we have... No, we still do not have any reserve equipment, but we're gonna get it... Oh! Wait! We just finished. Alright, so where's the German equipment? Offer surrender terms. No, not gonna happen. British, German... So what the hell is my infantry equipment? No bridge this time. 6.1, come on, we need to get them a little bit further. Holding, holding, holding. Let them waste their lives. Alright, this one is... Wow! Alright, that unit is just done. Alright. I'm gonna strike at you. Please no bridge. Please no bridge. Alright, carefully planning seems to win the day. This one is really the one that worries me, but again, it's the mountains. This one shall work when we reinforce. I'm 100% sure they do not have any reserve, so it should be fine. Purchase German infantry equipment, cost us 1%. Amazing. So now we do have equipment, which is amazing. So here we just need to attack them, finish the encirclement, and we can start turning you guys into regular units. Actually stop doing it now, like that. Kind of funny that we're attacking with all of our units across the river. That's not what I like to do. Stop. Go here and attack from there. That actually makes way more sense. Rather than attacking across the river. And while we're at it, can we? We can! Amazing. No bridge. Surprising. 22. Winning, 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 winning. Alright. Our units moved over here. And you guys will stop. Wait. Wait, what's going on? You guys are all moving. So we can now attack here. Yes. Fully. We can actually keep you guys busy using this unit. You guys can help with this attack. Alright, so we have won our first strategic victory here. That is amazing, and this one is also going our way now. And we've now even turned our units into full-blown infantry, so things are looking really good for us at this point. We just need to make sure that this micromanagement goes where it needs to, and we'll start pushing deeper into the territory of Bulgaria, which these units and mostly our strike force are to do. They have been working hard at these mountain slogs exactly for that reason, so that we can free them up here. That is just amazing. I really like when things work out. It is a struggle. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not, but it is a struggle worth fighting for. Now you guys will come soon. We get 27. Actually, the German bailout could be effective now. No, wait, it won't, because that's just a 15. Gotcha. Alright. So we need to take them one by one and make sure that everything works out. Now the question is, if we're winning here, could we push further and just cut them off completely and eliminate them? We're risking elimination ourselves. But it might not be necessary. Well, we'll see. Anyway, that's all for this episode. We have some places where we are a little bit struggling, but this seems to be collapsing in their face. This seems to be collapsing in their face. We are really almost there. And if we can hold the line, we'll take Montenegro. We'll take you guys, and then we'll move here. And yeah, it turns out the Balkan War, man, is a little bit easier than I thought when you remove the struggles with Italy. And when you actually know what you're doing. Cool. I mean, it's not easy at all. There still can go things can go really horribly wrong. But if we can keep managing our debt, keep falling in the equipment, and keep everything else as it is, I think we'll be fine. This won't help us much, but this will give us a little boost. This is going well. How's the construction? 11. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.